Hello and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today I'm going to make a reading consisting mostly of tarot cards. So today it is a pick of what pile you would like your reading from. But before we start, I would like to tell you that these are timeless readings. So whenever you find them, it was meant for you. They are also general readings, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest. I will, of course, list the cards I use below so that you can find them if you're interested in any of the cards. And I will also list timestamps below so you can jump straight into your reading once you have picked your choice, okay? So what I need you to do today is to sink into your intuition. You ask your angels and guides to guide you to deck number 1, 2, or 3, okay? It can be the color that you're guided to or the pattern of the deck, maybe the number, So just pause the video if you need to so you make sure that you get the reading that was meant for you. And I will be back in a moment to start with deck number 1. Okay, so I will just put away these other decks here for now so we can start with you, number 1. Okay. Okay, number 1, if you picked this deck, then this is the reading for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle on camera. So I'm going to pick the cards on camera today. And we will start out with a general tarot reading, and then we'll see how much time we have. I have to limit the time I use on every reading because my camera will only tape so long before it actually automatically stops. So that's kind of why I have a time limit on my readings, okay? So, but we'll see. It all depends on how deep I get into the tarot cards. If we have time, if I don't have to spend so much time on the tarot cards, I'll see if I can pull some oracle cards after. But let's see what happens, okay? The main thing, of course, is that you get the information that was meant for you. So today's reading is about, am I on the right path? You're moving forward. Should I change up what I'm doing or the direction or, So we'll see what happens today. So that was the first card you got. That's the 2 of Pentacles. And you got Strength. And you got the 3 of Cups. I'll pull 6 cards to begin with here. The King of Swords. The Star. Ooh, wow. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. So, and on the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Rods or staffs or wands, if you will. Okay, so let me just sink into where they want to guide us with this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting is I hear the words, it is a balancing act. And it's lying next to the Strength card. So I have a feeling that it can be several things. So you kind of have to adjust this to where you are. But the first thing that pops into my mind, it is a balancing act when it comes to how much energy you put into it. Okay, because strength, of course, is the energy that you have inside of you. Your passionate energy. The energy that kind of shines out from the solar plexus area, and you have, from what I see here, you have that strength within you. You have that energy within you. But it's a matter of the balancing act. And so I think that what they're trying to say is that one is where you put your energy to. Be mindful of where you put your energy to. And also be mindful how much energy you put into something, is what I feel about that. You also have a card that's the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is sisterhood, or it can be colleagues, it can be a group, it can be family. You know, but if we're talking about a life path, or if we're talking about your work or your passion, then it has to do with either a group, you know, it can be teaching, it can be a course, it can be schooling, or it can be partnership within your workspace or within what your life path is. So from what I see here, either you are in such a partnership or such group, or they are kind of encouraging you to move into a partnership or group. Or is there a partnership or group that you can learn something from? Is what I also feel with that. Is there a schooling? Is there a group? Is there a course that can help you move forward? Okay, so you kind of have to fit that into where you are right now. But this kind of is the first cards. That's the feeling I have with the first cards here. So the King of Swords is someone who's very balanced, very analytic, very smart, a quick thinker, problem solver, you know, sees solutions very quickly. The star is a lucky symbol. It's you know, when you wish upon a star, you will kind of reach your goals kind of card. So this is a very positive reading so far, I have to say. The Knight of Cups is, it can be an offer. It can be, you know, very often the Knight of Cups is, you know, in the romance readings, it is often someone who comes in with love, or someone who comes in with a proposal. And proposal is the word I kind of hear here, because there might be somebody who is giving you an offer when it comes to your work situation or your life path situation, that you probably should look into, because it's underneath the partnership card here, and it's next to the star card, which is a you know, when you wish upon your star, and that you will get what you want. So I do believe that you should listen to this person coming in with a proposal, with an idea, with a solution maybe to where you want to go. But on the other hand, there is either this is you, or this can be somebody else, this very analytical person. So you kind of have to fit that to where you feel it's right for you. If it is you, then it seems like you know what to do, because this is a person who is in no doubt. He knows, he can see the solutions. Or it can be somebody, if you are not the person yourself, then you have this person within your vicinity that can help you. Okay. Now, you have also the Nine of Wands underneath the deck here. And the Nine of Wands is boundaries. It's about, it can also be the wounded healer, that you have experienced something before that has left you hurt, you know, that you tried something and then it just didn't go the way you wanted it to, or you feel like you failed miserably, you know, something like that. But the Nine of Wands is also about setting boundaries. So it could be either that you should set up boundaries, you know, to make sure that you protect what's yours, or it can be an invitation to let your guard down now. And I have a feeling that when it lies next to, you know, this card with somebody coming in with an offer, that it's very much about let that person in. Okay, is what I feel with that. But let's pull some more cards here on this. Okay. See what else they can tell us about the situation here. But I mean, from overall looking at these cards, which are extremely positive, I can at least say that you are on your right path. It's not like you're supposed to go back or change your path, or that you are off, kind of off tracks here. It's you are on track. You are definitely on track. So it's a matter of enhancing. It's a matter of moving forward, and maybe learning something more, or bringing somebody new in, or learning something new from somebody. Okay, so that's kind of what I feel. But you're definitely on the right path. Is what I feel here. But it's about the balancing act more, about how much you put into it and how much you gain from it. Okay, so let's see. The Magician. Wow. Okay. These are very positive cards here. Oh, holy moly. Ace of Cups. Okay, so what they're saying with the Magician as well is that you have all the tools you need. You have it all within you. So it's a matter of bringing it out. And that's why it might be just a course, or it might be just a person who can kind of remind you, or maybe give you an idea, or actually just remind you of something that you already have within you. Okay, so I don't feel like you need a whole lot to be able to move even further, or to be able to get abundance from what you're doing, because they are telling me right here with this card that you already have it, but there might be that you need reminders, or it might be that you are just wanting to play with something new, wanting to just learn something new just for your own sake, just because you love it, you know, just because you want to have an additional thing to offer within your work, or with your life path, you know. And this Ace of Cups is, of course, the cup flows over. So it is a promise of abundance in what you do as well here. So let me just pull one last card for the middle here. And it's the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a travel into something new. And on the bottom of the deck now, you have the Knight of Wands, which is also someone who comes in with passion. So either you have, you know, been on quite a journey and you have chosen another shore, is what I feel, or they are, you know, in some cases they will encourage you to do that. But looking at all the other cards that has come before, I have a feeling that you have already done that. So you know, remember that we had the Nine of Wands before, which is the wounded healer. So that might be why you chose a new path, that you said, you know what, I cannot deal with this anymore. I need something new. I need to change up my life. I need a new path. And so you left what was not in your best interest, and you traveled to better shores. You traveled towards the light here, you see. So I have a feeling that for this particular deck here, that's more where we're at, you know, that you have already done that work. You have been through all that troublesome stuff. You have let go of the past, and now you're moving towards something new. So here it's more about the balancing act. Okay, make sure that you balance your energy so you don't give too much out. Look into if there is a course, or if there's some last schooling just for fun that you want to participate in. See if that King of Swords is you, or if that's somebody else who wants to kind of come in with new ideas. And also let this person in. And I have two knights here coming in with both passion and emotions. So there's somebody who really cares for you and really wants to help, okay? Now I see we have a couple of minutes left, so I want to draw an oracle card here as well, just to see if they have some additional messages for you, okay? Number one, let's see. It's always a little bit fun when we do this, you know, live, when we're pulling the cards live. It's kind of a dynamic in it. It's quite fun. Okay, let's see. So you got Pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Archangels Mary, Gabriel, and Uriel. Yeah, maintain self-worth and self-esteem. So this is what I have a feeling with this beginning here. It's about the balance as well, you know, that you need to make sure that you are true to you and that you get what you want from all of this, okay? Don't mind so much about what other people think, or, you know, how successful it's going to look in the future. I think it's more important that you look into your heart. You see that there's a flower here in the heart space. It's very much about you following your own passion, your own heart, your own dreams is very important for you, is what I feel here, okay? So very quickly, in the end here, I'm just going to pull one of these cards, and they are called Wisdom of the House of Knights. I have cut away the words on these because I felt like the images themselves gave me more. Okay, so that's allowed when you own a deck, you know, to do what you want with it, and that's what I did with mine. I know many others do as well. So let's see what you get here. A heart. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I just said, right? It is so important for you to follow your heart. you must do what's in your heart, what's in your passion, what is in your dreams. And I feel like this reading is about very important that you stick to it. Okay, even though you might hear somebody else say something about it or mean something about it, stick to your guns. Okay, one last. Okay, the magic forest. You see all these fireflies here flying around, and the moon and the water running and everything. So this for me is a magic, and it's an invitation to follow your inner voice, your soul, and invite your universal energies in. Maybe connect with your guides a little bit more moving forward. I have a feeling that this card kind of represents magic, and you also had the magician. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're actually somebody who works with spirituality or healing, or in some sort of profession that helps other people, or that is very caring, is what I feel also with the heart energy here as well. So what I'm hearing is stick to your guns, because you are definitely on your right path. Be sure to balance your energy and invite something new in, and look into if there's some courses that might be good for you to look into in the future. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for you, number one. I hope that this made sense for you. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and share my videos if you feel like somebody else might gain from any of my readings. Okay, so I wish you the very best, number one. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, so we're going to move over to number 2. There. Okay, number 2. So if you chose this deck, then this is the reading for you. So I'm going to start with the tarot cards. If we have time in the end, I will also pull a couple of oracle cards. We'll see how much time we spend on the tarot cards. The main thing is that you get the reading that was meant for you, right? So, there was a couple that popped out. I'm going to use those, of course. So I hope you're doing well, and I hope that we can help you out today. Today, my reading is about your life path. Okay, it is about, am I on the right track? Am I in the right job? You know, should I change directions? Should I move forward with this project? You know, questions like that. So we'll dig into it with these tarot cards here and figure out if you are on your right path moving forward. Okay, so first I'm going to look at these 2 cards here. You got the King of Coins and the Ace of Swords. Okay, and so 3 of Coins. Okay, interesting. I'll pull 6 cards to begin with. The 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Oh, okay, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so right away I can tell you, the King of Coins is, of course, someone who is, he can be someone who has money, someone who is stable, someone who is grounded, you know, it's kind of a Capricorn energy, if you will, somebody who can also be very stubborn, okay? And it's lying on top of the 10 of Swords, which is the feeling of being backstabbed, or feeling totally depleted, or I give up, you know, or this is definitely not working. It's also lying next to the Ace of Swords and also 9 of Swords below. So there's a lot of sword energy. So there's a lot of being in the mental aspect. Okay, so what I felt right away when I looked at this is that you are the King of Swords. No, sorry, King of Coins, or King of Pentacles, it's also called. And the King of Pentacles is to get together with the swords all around. To me, it tells me that you're too much in your headspace, okay? And I see that there's also 7 of Cups underneath the deck here, but we'll get into that. I just wanted to point that out. So my feeling about this is that there's somebody who is too much in their headspace. And I have a feeling that you might have been or are currently in a job situation or a living situation where you have been for a while. You know, you have your feet planted on the ground. You know, this is what I've been doing for so long, and you know, it's safe and it's steady, yes, but is it really making you happy? I don't think so. Okay, because I see the 10 of Swords here and the 9 of Swords here. And so what my feeling is that this is the sort of truth, okay? It's also the sort of victory. But in this case, combined with the other swords here that you can see is not that positive, then I have a feeling that, you know what, it's time to cut to the truth here. The truth of the matter. Are you really happy in this situation? Do you really want to stay here for the rest of your life? Is this your passion? There is no wands cards here. Wands is the passion. There's none of them. So I don't feel like you are following your heart here. I don't feel like you're following your passion. I feel like you're following your head. You might also be following what other people are expecting of you. Okay? The 3 of Coins, you see, is actually starting a new endeavor. And that's what I have a feeling that they're trying to tell you here. There might have been something that you've been looking at before. You know, should I not? Well, if that's the case, then they're telling you now that yes, you should. Because underneath starting a new endeavor card lies the 9 of Cups. And 9 of Cups is the card of personal happiness, personal abundance. You know, you are happy in your own skin kind of way. Now, the 7 of Cups is the card of choices, but it's also the card of not everything that shines is gold. Not everything that glimmers is gold, right? So with that card here, they're asking you to shift focus or mind what you're focusing on. Okay, so this might be significant for some of you. Now, there is one other way to read this, and I have to say that as well. It could be that you, as the King of Coins, sitting here on your throne with your feet grounded, not being happy, is because you are too much in your mental mind. You're expecting too much. You are stubborn in your ways, you know, and you are failing to see opportunities, because this is about where do you have your focus. Okay, so there might also be that you are actually failing to see what you already have, and that is the wake-up call here with the truth sword, and that, you know, you might want to start with the new endeavor, kind of start looking at this from a different perspective. Try to focus on what is currently working for you instead of focusing what's not. And that in itself will bring your happiness. So you kind of have to fit this where you are, okay? But they are definitely inviting you to look at something in a new way or look at something new, okay? So that's what I get. But let's shuffle the cards again and see what else we get here, okay? Since these are general readings, you kind of have to fit it. You have to take what resonates and leave the rest. You know, so that's why I have to read it more than one way, especially when they're kind of guiding me to, okay? So that's why there's not just one answer with 2 lines underneath it, you know? It always has to be read in different ways, okay? So we'll pull some new cards here for you and see what pops up. Additional messages. Okay. The King of Cups. Okay. Ooh, 10 of Coins. Okay. Very positive. Okay, so the King of Cups can be, of course, you. Oh, this doesn't want to stay up there. It can be you as a very emotional, very caring person, or it can be someone in your vicinity that is very loving, very caring, who has kind of a balance on their emotions. It doesn't have to be male, just to have that said. On the bottom of the deck is 2 of Coins, so that's about balance. Now the 10 of Coins is abundance, you know, you reached your goal kind of. So there is some sort of change, there is some sort of juggling, there is some sort of looking into a new endeavor, looking at things, you know, with the truth, waking up to the truth. And there might be this personality of someone very caring that wants to help you move forward here, is what I feel with that card. Okay, so you might want to look into somebody in your vicinity who can help you in the situation. Open up, you know, be honest about how you feel. Now, the last card is the King of Wands. Wow, you got a lot of kings here. a lot of male energy, a lot of forceful energy in this. But the King of Wands is with the passion. You know, he does what he really wants to do. He follows his heart. He's a good leader. He's stable. Okay, so instead of maybe focusing on the money, focusing on you know, the end outcome, kind of, maybe you should focus on the path moving forward one step at a time. It's a balancing act is what they're saying here, right? So instead of being there, you're going to end up here, but there is some sort of work that you have to do on your own part here to be able to reach this. But they are saying that there is great potential with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Coins here. But you have to dig into what is the truth for you. Are you sure you want to stay here? Are you sure that this is the right path for you? Okay? And look into who this might be for you. There might be somebody who really wants to help you out here. So look into that, you know. Okay, I want to pull an oracle card from this deck here. See if they have some additional information for you. Oh, that was too many that popped up. Sorry. Yeah, this is very interesting reading. It's a lot of sword energy, a lot of mental energy, but I also see a lot of coins here. So yeah, there might also be that you are actually focusing a bit too much on profit instead of focusing on what your heart desires, you know, where you want to go. And it might be the feeling of lack of money as well, you know. You're afraid to move into something new, okay? So let's see what you get here. The Panda. Stay balanced and in your essence. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I've been saying, you know. It's a balancing act, and you have to stay in your essence, which means you have to stay in your heart space. You can't focus on the outcome. You can't focus on where it's going to end. You can't focus only on the money or only on profit, or, you know, you kind of have to follow your heart here. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple of Wisdom of the House of Night. These cards I've actually cut away the words because I read them better with just the pictures. So I'm just going to pull a couple of those for you as well. See what we get here. That's additional information. Yep, what did I say? Follow the heart. They are definitely encouraging you here to change your perspective, get out of your head. Yeah, and trust. Trust that this is going to go well once you start following your heart. Okay? It's a definitely clear message from them here, I must say. So, okay, number 2, I hope this made sense for you. If you like the reading, please hit that like button to help me on the YouTube algorithms, and share them if you like my readings with other people who might gain from them. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, then please do, so you get notified every time I do a reading. If you remember to click that bell as well, you know. So I hope that you will have a great time moving forward, and that you will find your path. Number 2, follow your heart. That's the main message here. Okay, so until the next time I see you, bye. Okay, so I'm going to swap decks here now so that we can get into the 3rd reading. There you go. Okay. Hello, number 3. If you chose this pink deck, then this is the reading for you. So we're going to do a tarot reading, and then in the end I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. This reading today is about your life path, your work, your choice, you moving forward, your hobby. You know, am I doing the right thing for me? You know, should I change things up? Those kind of questions. Okay, so you might just want to think about those questions while I shuffle, and I will pull some cards here for you. 6 cards to begin with, and then we will have some additional, but we will read the 6 cards first. Okay, so I will pull 6 cards for you now, and we will look at that first, and then some oracle cards later. Okay, let's see here. You got King of Cups, the Fool, Queen of Cups. The Hierophant. Five of Swords. And the Page of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, the King of Cups is someone who is stable. He is emotionally stable. He is a very caring person. And next to the Fool, either you are a trusting person, somebody who trusts everybody, you know, and sees the best in people, or they are encouraging you to do so. Now, the King is above the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a teacher. It can also be a spiritual teacher. It can be a spiritual person. It can be priest, you know, it can be that person that you go to for advice, okay? Now, I have a feeling here that this might be you, that you are the person who everybody comes to for advice, okay? And that you are a person who trusts everybody. You know, you're a person who sees the best in everyone. You are, you know, choose to look at the happy side of everything. You choose to, yeah, focus on what's good in life. But underneath the Fool here is also Five of Swords, which is that, you know, there has been a battle here and somebody has been left hurt. Either you have been left hurt or you have been the person hurting somebody else. Okay? And now we move over here and we see Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is, of course, someone who is also in balance, very nurturing woman. She's giving, caretaker, you know, a mom, a typical mom, you know. And underneath is a Page of Swords. And Page is someone who is young. It can be a child, but the swords is the mental aspect, and it can also be truth. So it can be new truth, new information is more what that card is about. Six of Swords is somebody who moves away from darkness and into the light. They put something behind them and they choose a new path. Okay, so that's kind of explaining a little bit about the cards. Now, when I see the Fool and the Five of Swords together, you have to ask yourself, have you been the one who have been trusting somebody blindly and then ended up hurt? Or are you the one that somebody trusted and you were the one hurting them? You have to take this where it fits, okay? I'm sorry. Because there's something about truth coming in, there's something about information coming in. And there is also another aspect in all of this, which is, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a King of Cups here, and then there's a Queen of Cups here, and then there's the Fool in the middle. So that can also be two people. It doesn't have to be male, female. It can be two female, two male, you know, whatever. That, you know, we're trusting each other. And or started out with trust in between them. But somebody has ended up hurt here. Okay? One might have been more of a teacher, taking on a teacher kind of role, or the dominant kind of role, and the other one kind of the younger, learning from them kind of role. So that's what I feel about that. So there are several ways to read this. Do you see that? Okay. But when I see this card popping up here, it is either that you have already chosen to leave the situation and move over to something else, or they are actually encouraging you to do so. Okay. But definitely this, I have a feeling that this reading is about trust. It is about somebody feeling betrayed or somebody feeling hurt after trusting somebody. And it's about some new information coming to the surface, some new truths, or an invitation to look into the truth in a situation, okay? But let's pull some more cards before we go more into this. Okay, let's see what happens here. There was a pling there. How did that happen? That was strange. Okay, there is a bell, the bell of truth. This is a bell of listen to. Yeah, okay. No, I'll get to that. 9 of Cups. Okay, that's a good card. And 6 of Pentacles. Okay, 6 of Pentacles is actually help from somebody you didn't expect. And 9 of Cups is personal happiness. Okay, so what they're telling me here is that there is a potential for growth. There is a potential for happiness. There is a potential for things going very well if you receive help from someone. So I have a feeling that this is somebody from the outside. It's not somebody who's in this situation. And when I see it here with the spiritual teacher, there might actually be that person is the spiritual teacher, that or somebody you trust, somebody you would go to for advice, might be the person that comes in to help, and this will be the outcome of the situation. But it is about seeing the truth, okay? It is about acknowledging the truth as it is what I feel. And when I heard that bell sound here, I also saw in my head, mind's eye, the judgment card, where you have that trumpet coming from the angel saying, "This is your wake up call. Listen." So that's kind of what I heard also when I looked at this card here now. So there is definitely some information that is coming to you, and you might also try and listen to your angels and guides, because there might be something they've been trying to tell you here, but you're not listening. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay, so this is an action card. So there might be encouraging you to take action, or that action has been taken for you. The Chariot might also actually be a choice. Now, underneath the deck now is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is someone who is very dominant. It can be a father figure. It can be a boss. It can be someone that's very grounded, someone that's very stubborn, someone that's very strong-minded, strong-headed, and underneath I just was told to look the Hermit. Okay, so look within. Okay, yeah, no, definitely have a feeling that you need to go within. You need to listen to your guides. You need to let this person in who wants to help you. Go to your go-to person and ask for some advice in this situation. But I also see with the Fool card that they're asking you to trust here. So they're asking you to move in a new direction. Remember, we had that 6 of Swords, which is telling you to look for other shores, move on to other shores. It doesn't mean that you have to quit what you're doing right now, but there might be another way of doing it, or there might be some additional things that you can add to it that will make the whole difference. So there is something about seeing something new, seeing the truth, and take advice from somebody else. But they are promising you, with these 2 cards here, that things will definitely look better in the future. Okay, but there is a job that you need to do on your half here. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle card here at the end to see if they have some additional information for you that they want to share. Let's see. Yeah, so there's definitely something about a trust issue in this one, in this reading here, most definitely. So yeah, no, you have to take it the way it fits you guys. Okay, let's see. Bat, see through illusion into truth. I'm sorry that I'm laughing, but the truth again, yeah, see through the illusion and into the truth is what they're saying. Definitely important. Yeah, so that's just the way it is, and I'm going to pull, I'm sorry about the dog barking in the background, I'm going to pull, let's see, one card is about the trust, again with the trust card, the same as the Fool, and let's see here, the next card you get is, yeah. It's been a storm, but I see the light coming through the clouds here. So they're asking you to trust, and they're asking you to take action, like the Chariot with the action card, to move forward with this situation. But I think once you've done that, once you've looked at it, and once you've kind of gotten into the truth and into the heart space in the situation, I think that it will be resolved. So you don't necessarily have to change up everything you're doing, but there is some other way of doing things that might be better for you moving forward is what I feel. Okay? Anyways, number 3, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best. Until the next time I see you. Bye.